Hi candidates, welcome once again to Social Studies. Today I'm going to look at the benefits of the Gezira irrigation scheme. These are the advantages. What are some of the advantages? The Gezira irrigation scheme employs people. I did say that it's the largest irrigation scheme in Africa. Therefore, it employs so many people. Secondly, there's a source of food. We looked at the crops grown in the Gezira. There is wheat, there is millet, there is sorghum, groundnuts. So, source of food. It also attracts tourists. The Gezira irrigation scheme, many people go there to look at it because it's the largest in Africa. Therefore, many people are interested to go and look at that, the largest irrigation scheme in Africa. It is also a source of foreign income. Sudan gets a lot of money from this irrigation scheme. And lastly, it helps to provide social services. Many roads have been constructed in this area, electricity, piped water. People are enjoying life in this area, and that's why it's very important, that area. I did say the Gezira irrigation scheme, the largest in Africa, and the major crop grown there, candidates don't forget, is cotton grown in the Gezira irrigation scheme. Though it has got also another small irrigation scheme in the same area, that is the Kenana. Kenana, the major crop grown there is cotton. Now, what are some of the functions of the Sudan Gezira board? This board I told you is the one that manages the activities in this irrigation scheme. The Sudan Gezira board, one, provides seeds to tenants. These are the farmers in that area. So they get seeds from the Gezira board. Then it also provides fertilizers to the farmers, the tenants. I did say that the farmers in that area are known as tenants because they pay for the services provided. Then it gives technical advice to these farmers. That's the work of the Sudan Gezira board. It also provides machinery, the tractors, and all these equipment, these for use. It's provided by the Sudan Gezira board. What are some of the challenges, problems faced by the farmers in the scheme? One, there is crop pests and diseases. For example, they have the black arm and the leaf curl. This is one of the greatest challenges in that area. They destroy crops and they must be handled if they are to get better yields. Then there is labor shortage. Cotton is harvested by hand picking. So you need so many people if you have to harvest cotton. So there's always that challenge of labor shortage. There is price fluctuation. These are unstable prices. You can grow your cotton when a kilo is at 1,000. By the time you harvest, a kilo of cotton is at 100 shillings. Or you can plant your cotton when a kilo is at 200. By the time you harvest, it's at 2,000. That is unstable prices. Then there is canal silting, which leads to bilharzia. These guys in that area, they face a challenge of bilharzia. It's a disease that affects them. Then there's also land shortage. There are so many people who struggle for this area to go and acquire land and grow crops there. So there's always that struggle, and people get small pieces of land. It is expensive to maintain machinery in this area because they use machines. So it's also a challenge in the Gezira irrigation scheme. What are some of the possible solutions? One, crops should be sprayed all the time if you have to get better yields. Then the silted canals should be cleared. They go on removing the silt in the canals so that water flows. Then what are some of the challenges facing the Sudan Gezira board? One, shortage of funds. They need a lot of money. That's why in Africa I have few irrigation schemes, simply because they're very expensive. So it's a challenge, the Sudan Gezira board. Then there is also shortage of labor during harvesting. Those are some of the challenges facing this board. You are going to attempt this activity. Why did the British establish the Gezira irrigation scheme? You have the answers for us. Then how important is Gezira irrigation scheme to the people of Sudan? You also give us the solutions for that. How do the tenants on the Gezira irrigation scheme solve the problem of canal silting. Then you'll also look at page 100 in our workbook. There's also an activity for you. I thank you so much. I wish you the best.